Big
is,
facts.
yeah, it's a conversation that, a lot of us are afraid to have because respect has always been fear in certain
Absolutely.
spaces. So yeah, you just got to be in that mind frame of knowing like, hey, look, I expect more from you like you expect from me. Like we have to constantly raise the bar for
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look across from, me or you and see, the fruits that
Yep.
you bear. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And
Yep.
knowing that, as a gender, as a culture, we can inspire each other from afar
Absolutely.
because every brother that you touch and every brother that you come in contact with is like on their shit. So
Yeah.
it's important for us to have that core. um I think that like if we tell a lot of people that it's okay to not want what everybody else told us we were supposed to want or supposed to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay that we don't, you know what I'm saying, that we don't want to be family men. Some of us don't know how to exist in that idea because our family lives was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So you asking a man for something that he hasn't been able to even repair within himself.
Exactly.
He
Don't even
like, I
know
don't
what
give
it
a fuck
really,
about that.
yeah, don't even know what it really means.
Yeah, don't know what it mean because all he know is how it felt when,
Right.
daddy beating his mama ass and all that shit that niggas see that we haven't, gotten therapy or closure for. So it's a lot of things that people ask of men that we have to understand first before we give it to anybody. The only people that we stand a chance of giving something to right now is ourselves.
Amen.
And as fucked up as it sounds,
Yeah.
it's for the betterment of everybody else that comes in contact with us. We have to give to ourselves what we've been starving for
And
so
then
long.
for so long. Yeah.
Yeah, you
It,
know.
definitely. Last question, man. What does black
hmm
man win mean to you?
Um
What is when you think about the phrase, the the hashtag, what is that resonate with you? What is
oh man. I see I see so many different directions to take this in because I think that like when I'm gonna talk how we talk from Detroit and
hmm
how we say we got it out the mud.
Yeah, we
You know
got
what
it.
I'm saying? We see right now with the COVID-19 how everybody has been dispositioned, and whether we notice or not, somehow, some way, Detroit has been the focus. Like we just seen, like
Literally.
the Clark sisters, their story being told right in the midst of us still being in the mud. Like we see that, man, legends come from the same mud that we done, grew up out of. And,
Yeah.
we get to see that like a lot of us, when we look at getting it out the mud, most of us are being planted. We're in growth periods. We have opportunities to really see ourselves completely because we still, and we have to develop this mind state that despite our circumstances, we're going to propel ourselves past where we are. So winning is like a mind state. So the black men win is a mind state. You have to know that you're doing it for not only yourself, but your gender, because everybody already says that we're not going to do what we say we going to do on top of what we think you should be doing. We
Yes, sir.
doing it all.
Sir.
We owning, we buying homes, we going to therapy, we learning how to keep ourselves groomed, we dressing nice, we got credentials, we doing it all,
Mhm.
so the black men win is a mind state, but it's also a celebration of those who haven't been defeated by having to get it out the mud or coming
Amen.
from nothing, you know
Amen.
what I'm saying? And having those hardships because it was meant to keep you exactly where you were. I spent a nice chunk of my childhood in Highland Park, which most will say is
Woo!
worse than Detroit.
Worse. And
You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma's whole block is
that's the
gone.
gutter. That ain't even the mud, bro.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I don't even have I can't even ride down my grandma's street and see nothing that I saw when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like they wiping away our memories, but for some reason, I've been able to ascend to different levels. I have opportunities to reach people through my podcast. I get to travel. I get to take care of my household. I got nieces and nephews. I got all of these different things that I didn't think would be as beneficial, but I get to plant seeds into the next generation. I get to also communicate to my own generation and then those above me. We get to have conversations. We get to instill a certain level of core value, integrity, and moral in our men by just being content creators. So it's so many levels to the Black men idea now that can turn that hashtag into a serious thing, because it's a mind state, it's a movement, it's a progression. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things tied into that. But the first thing we have to do is understand that we didn't lose because we started from humble beginnings. It wasn't a loss, it wasn't an L. We have to understand that part first. But I mean, it means so much to just think about the fact that everything that was put in place for you to be defeated, you still here. You know, we never thought that we would live to see a global pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't think we was gonna see that. You know, but some of us still here, still making stuff happen. You know, we not in like a poor state of, you know, mind. And it's just so much to attribute to the, you know, the winning mentality of a Black man, and still being able to hold down their family in the midst of a crisis, still making those provisions, still doing what we know how to do, coming from the mud, you know, all of those things. So BlackMenWin is like a testament to everything that we are as men. You know what I'm saying?
You can have me over here just like, B, I gotta get you on the podcast, man.
For sure, man.
I gotta get you on the podcast.
I be like, dog, I be trying to like really get something good, you know, because I don't like to just have like any type of conversation. Like, I be wanting to like really have something catered to people, because I know what people doing out here. So I be in the back of my mind, like, I gotta write some code,
bro,
for
but that's
us to
real
really
shit, though. You know,
yeah,
like, you really came off the dome with that shit, but it came off just, again, so authentic, so transparent, so honest. And that's the three core foundations of everything that I do when it comes to company stuff, podcast stuff, blog stuff, anything. You know what I'm saying? That is it. And I love how you just literally just tore it up and literally just gave me new life. I know, for real, just gave me new perspective on shit. And I appreciate you, man. I thank you. I just
for
thank you
sure,
for
man.
through, brother. Let them know where they can
Anytime.
find you, man. Let them know where they can listen to you.
You can find me everywhere that you listen to a podcast. I'm damn near on, man, every platform you could think of: Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Deezer, whatever you, all of them. So like, if you can't find me on any of them, just let me know and I'll get it up so you can find me where you trying to find it at. Yeah. So yeah, so just type in Change the Subject wherever you listen to a podcast. If you want to like follow me personally, follow me on Twitter. I'm at DerGoBJ, DerGobj on Twitter. The Subject Change on Instagram. Let's kick it. Let's talk, man. You know, it's so much to be said about everything and everybody, but I try to speak to the positives, you know, more than anything else. So let's kick it and, you know, build the conversation. Anytime you want to expand the conversation or the ideas of Black men, women, relationships, that's my thing. So just hit me up. I'm here.
I got you, bro. I appreciate you
for coming through, for sure.
Again, I want to thank BJ for coming through for this dope BlackMenWin series. We're going to have another one coming soon.
For sure.
Devontae with the BlackMenWin series, and we are out. Peace.
Yes, sir.